What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, let's talk about the Cold War, or if it even exists, or will it prevent a big fight from happening between undefeated Olympic silver medalist, two-division world champion, former unified WBC, WBO, super featherweight world champion, superstar boxer, Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson is 19 wins, no losses, no draw, 9 wins by way of knockout, 25 years of age, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. Shakur Stevenson, he says that he's more than willing to face off against undefeated, lightweight, star turning into a superstar title contender in Frank the Ghost Martin. Frank the Ghost Martin is 17 wins, no losses, no draws, 12 wins by way of knockout. Okay, Frank Martin is Frank Martin is 27 years of age, 5'7", 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. He's a southpaw as well. So Frank Martin and Shakur Stevenson are both southpaws. Okay, Frank Martin, he had a dazzling, beautiful performance in his last outing when he fought against another lightweight star Dominican title contender, Michelle Ali Rivera, to which he dropped Michelle Ali Rivera, won a unanimous decision. He got the world buzzing after that. Frank Martin, he signed with MANDOWN Promotions, undefeated, unified, 3-belt, WBA, WBC, IBF, welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, who is widely considered by many to be top 2, if not number 1, definitely top 5 best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, in Errol the True Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. is 28 wins, no losses, no draw, 22 big wins by way of knockout. He is 32 years of age, 5'9.5" with a 72-inch arm reach. So Errol Spence Jr., he promotes Frank the Ghost Martin, okay? Frank Martin is signed to Errol Spence Jr. at MANDOWN Promotions. Frank Martin fights on Showtime, Showtime President Sports, Steven Espinosa. And Frank Martin is not with anybody that should be preventing a fight from happening. So after Frank Martin got the boxing world absolutely buzzing, okay, after his performance against Michelle Ali Rivera, Shakur Stevenson responded. And Shakur Stevenson, he stated that for them to send a contract, and he would welcome an opportunity of fighting Frank Martin. He stated that, you know, Frank Martin is a very good fighter. He give him props, he give him credit. But Shakur Stevenson said, I'm about that life. If Errol Spence sent a contract, let's make it happen. Now, Frank Martin is attempting to put himself in line to be, you know, a world champion, right? The question that rises is that, is Errol Spence going to put Frank Martin in the ring? Can this even possibly happen? Or is this a Cold War between legendary promoter, Top Rank CEO Bob Arum, ESPN, and Top Rank that's going to prevent this fight from happening? Or could Errol Spence get a deal done with MANDOWN Promotions? This is a big opportunity for Errol Spence. This is a statement about MANDOWN Promotions right now, right? Errol Spence, he could end the Cold War. He could go over there and say, listen, let's get a deal done. I don't know if Frank Martin has an exclusive deal, because before he even signed to MANDOWN Promotions and Errol Spence, was Frank Martin signed to the PBC, Premier Vice Champion, Founder and Advisor Al Heyman, and Showtime, or did he have a deal with Showtime, or did he have a deal with Al and Showtime, right? But Frank Martin, he's now signed, we know, exclusively with Errol Spence. Is Errol Spence willing to take him over there to fight Shakur Stevenson? Shakur Stevenson is calling out and calling for the fight. Now, the problem with this is that, is Bob Arum and ESPN willing to make a fight with Errol Spence to get a deal done with Errol Spence and Shakur Stevenson? I mean, Frank Martin and Shakur Stevenson, because they don't have a history with Errol Spence and MANDOWN Promotions. So there should be there's no bad blood or a Cold War. It shouldn't be between Errol Spence and Bob Arum and ESPN. So this should be an easy fight to get made, right? right? Shakur Stevenson is making his debut at 135. He's saying send the contract, right? This will be an opportunity for Errol Spence to open the door from that standpoint with Top Rank, moving forward with MANDOWN Promotions, right? But we know Jay Prince is Shakur Stevenson's manager, and I'm sure Jay Prince will. And Shakur Stevenson's, I believe his contract is coming up soon anyway. But Top Rank did a beautiful job, in my opinion, with Shakur Stevenson. He's looking to make the biggest fights happen. There's talk that Shakur Stevenson could possibly face off against George Kambosos Jr., former unified lightweight Australian star boxer. Now, again, like George Kambosos, he's not signed. He's signed to Lou DiBella and the Lou DiBella promotion. So it's a similar situation, right? For Errol Spence and MANDOWN Promotions, like Lou DiBella and DiBella Promotions going over the Top Rank. This will be a very interesting fight. And this is a big fight for Frank Martin if they can make this fight happen. This is a statement fight for Frank Martin. He fights and beats Shakur Stevenson. That makes an absolute statement, right? Huge statement, because you know, he fought a title eliminator against Michelle Ali Rivera, but Devin Haney is the undisputed lightweight champion, and Devin Haney is gonna fight Vasyl Lomachenko. He beats Lomachenko. Devin Haney is gonna vacate those titles, right? So Devin Haney is not gonna be available. Devin Haney is gonna fight, beat Lomachenko, then he's gonna vacate the belts, and he's going up to 154. So I think the best opportunity for Frank Martin, there's talks of him fighting Christopher Colbert, Little B-Hop, who was a super featherweight title contender, but he's a 30-pounder, right? So why not fight Shakur Stevenson? There shouldn't be no roadblocks. There's no history between, unless there's a history, we factor in the history between Errol and Terrence Crawford situation, but I don't believe that there's a history between Errol and Bob to do business, to get a deal done for Frank Martin to fight Shakur Stevenson. And that's a big opportunity for Frank Martin, right? It's not a title fight, but it's a statement fight. It's not a pay-per-view fight, but it's a big fight. So, can they strike a deal to get a deal done for this fight? Or is it a Cold War, right? Because again, like I said, there's no history, so there shouldn't be anything preventing them from getting a deal done to say, well, Frank Martin, if Frank Martin is signed to, again, if he's signed to Errol Spence and MANDOWN, well, that's his promotional company. Now, we know Errol Spence, again, he has history with Steven Espinosa and Showtime, right? But does Frank Martin have an exclusive deal with Showtime that's going to stop him from getting a fight with fighting Shakur Stevenson, right? So I would like to see it. Shakur Stevenson said he want to make the fight happen. Errol Spence and MANDOWN, this is a huge opportunity for Errol Spence and MANDOWN Promotions to make a statement. What's preventing it from happening? There shouldn't be anything preventing these two fighters from fighting each other, unless you want to say it's not worth it, because Frank Martin wanted to wait for a title opportunity. Shakur Stevenson is not a champion at 135. He's a former champion at 126 and 130. He's a superstar. Opportunity, right? It's a statement fight. I wouldn't even mind seeing Frank Martin if he could get the George Kambosos fight. You know what I mean? But I want to see Shakur Stevenson fight, since Shakur Stevenson said he wanted to make it happen. Why not? I don't see a reason as to why we don't make Shakur Stevenson and Frank Martin. I don't think there's a hurdle or a roadblock preventing this fight from coming to fruition. Devin Haney's not available. Ryan Garcia is not available. Tank Davis is not available. Lomachenko is not available. Shakur Stevenson is the next best option. Rolly Romero's not available because he moved up to 140. Teofimo Lopez not available because he moved up to 140. So Shakur Stevenson, Frank Martin makes sense. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Let's see how this unfolds and plays out. Let's see if it gets made, or they just waiting for a title opportunity. But the fight Chris Colbert, that's an in-house fight. He moving up in weight. The better fight would be Shakur and Frank Martin. And again, Shakur Stevenson is part of this Cold War because he's with Top Rank. That's the problem within the sport of boxing. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to Black Media Road. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for you. Peace.